Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to do a whip and chat. Again, the schedule is kind of wonky this week, but it should be back up normal schedule next week. uh, we're going to do a whip and chat again, as I just said. Jen, aka Jennifer, and we are working on the Dreamcatcher Wolf. This is for my daughter for her birthday, which is next month. So I have, good grief, basically a whole entire month to finish it because her birthday is the 19th of next month. So, yeah, we're going to try. I know I should be farther along than what I am, but I haven't done a whole lot of diamond painting this week. I know, really, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna start diamond painting and just gonna tell you what's been going on this week and excuse me, and go from there. I hope everyone had a good week. This week was kind of, it wasn't busy, but it was quiet. Let's put it that way. Did what I needed to do because last week was basically when I get paid. When we get paid, and did all of our running around, which I'll get into that in a minute. I did want to also, before I start, really was just kind of put this, not really put it out there, but just say I was really impressed with the Whip and Chat, the 1 hour Whip and Chat playlist. I I did participate, as you guys know. I did participate. I I did not get to watch it until last week, and so, but the ones that I did get to watch, I was really impressed with some of, well, with everybody, but there were some more than others. But I really was, you know, my gosh, I was just like, holy crap. I did not realize that there were that many new and smaller diamond painting, creators out there until the the uh, uh, the challenge. And there were a lot of you that I really enjoyed, and it was nice to meet some new faces. And I subscribed to some of you. There were a couple that I really liked, and so all in all, it was a pretty nice. It kept me busy. I mean, while I was doing what I needed to do last week, I either, when I was, stitching or cleaning or whatever, I listened. And yeah, I was very impressed. I know that I noticed because there were a couple people, or a couple of the new of the creators were saying that they were a little nervous. And believe me, I know, been there, done that, and I still get a little nervous. I mean, as you can tell, I'm still a little nervous sometimes. But yeah, it was really a awesome challenge. And again, as always, Mrs. Coffee does her thing when it comes to that. And so, yeah, Mrs. Coffee, you know how I feel about it. I always participate. So thank you. We love doing them. So anyway, that was what we did last. That's what I did last week. Part of it, kind of off and on, all week. Um, and trying to keep Skylar, motivated with school. He's been having some really bad problems with math, and he's kind of he's kind of been slacking off because he doesn't know what he is supposed to do. And he told me, he says, I don't understand the math that, his teacher wants him to do. And I told him, I said, well, instead of slacking on it, tell your teacher that you don't understand. So this morning, I made sure that he knew to tell, to let her know that. And she told him that she would help him this week or next week or whatever. I don't know exactly when. So she's going to, I guess, work with him and help him with some of the issues, because it's mainly fractions. Now, I don't claim to be this big, huge math whiz, but there are some things that I can get right off the bat. And one of those things that it's not is not fractions. I can't do fractions worth a flying donkey's patootie wad. And Skylar, I knew there was something wrong because he came out and he was like, I don't know how to do this. And this was, now he had homework. Well, he usually finishes his homework right after school, which is, anywhere from 1:30 to 3:15. It all depends on the day and whatever. So I noticed that, I knew he had homework, and I noticed that, he just acted like, he did it. So, or no, he said he was going to do it later. He wanted to relax because whatever. So I said, okay. So anyway, we were sitting back there and I was reading, because I read when I go back to my room at like 9 o'clock, and I read till like 10, 11 o'clock. It just all depends. So he was sitting there and he was getting ready to read a book off the Kindle. And I looked at him and I said, what's wrong? And he says, I didn't do my homework. Okay. So he goes and gets the computer and he goes and does it. And he looks at me. He says, I don't know what to do. I said, what do you mean you don't know what to do? This is, your teacher was supposed to tell you what to do. I mean, you were in class all day, so you should know what to do. And he says, I do, but I don't understand it. Okay. Okay, I said, well, what don't you understand? So he pulled it up and, okay, I'm 51 years old. Again, I don't claim to be a math whiz. I didn't know what to do. I looked at that problem and was like, what? Okay. It was a math problem, and somewhere along the line you had to figure it out how many such and such somebody had. Anyway, he had to use fractions. But the whole thing is that the numerator was going to end up being more than the denominator. Blah. So I'm like, okay, that's easy enough. Well, I tried to explain to him, and this is the way I was taught. But then again, I don't know, maybe they were taught different. I explained to him that he had to find the common denominator between the two fractions. In other words, if it was 1/3 and 3/12 or something like that. So I showed him how to do that. Well, obviously we did it wrong. So I told him, I said, well, when you get into class this morning, make sure she knows that you're having a problem with it and you don't understand it. And I can tell when he doesn't get it. And I can tell how he is, because he'll get really, really, like, he doesn't want to do his work. So he came out earlier as I was trying to figure out what was wrong with my computer. That's a whole nother thing. And he's like, Mrs. Such and Such told me what to do. She's going to help me with it later. I was like, okay, that works for me, because I was totally confused myself. And he, so he did. I told him, when he didn't want to do it the other night, I told him, I said, just do it the best you can, because I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, you don't understand either. So we're just going to go. We're just going to do it the way that I was taught, and, pray that it's right. Well, of course, as you know, it wasn't right. So hopefully his teacher can show him what to do, because, and I told her, she sent me a message over the weekend and told me that, his math grade was kind of, starting to drop a little, and I had a feeling. And, I told her, I said, well, he is going to talk to you on Monday or Tuesday and explain. And she was like, that's fine. So, and believe me, he's never been one to not have an issue with math. And as you can remember, I've always sung his praises when it comes to math, when it comes to reading. And lately, I can tell. So it's been pretty, it's been a battle. So hopefully, and so Wednesdays, usually there's not any school. They have stuff to do on Google Classroom, but Wednesdays they don't feel rushed. So he did what he needed to do Wednesday, and then he played a video game. And it was funny because he ended up coming out and watching Netflix for a while, or watching something for a while. And then, all of a sudden, I hear him laughing and giggling and talking. Now, I thought he was talking to himself. I thought he was talking, either that or talking to his game. So, so I went back there and I thought, what are you doing? Who are you yelling and laughing at? And he says, I'm playing this game with Orion. Okay. What game are you playing? Now, I don't know what he was playing, but he has been waiting for I don't know how long to play with Orion. And because he can't play back in my room on the TV anymore because my TV doesn't work. And so he's been, playing on I think it's Roblox. So he's been playing back and forth with that, with Orion. And I had to sit there and laugh the other day because I was watching him. And all of a sudden, I drowned! Orion! I'm like, what in the world? Couldn't figure it out. Come to find out, I guess on the Roblox game that they were playing, I guess if they fell in the water or something, they would drown. Well, all I could do was sit there and just laugh. And Skylar got himself so laughed and so tickled, that laughing so hard, I thought for sure this poor child was going to, just, I don't know. Now, Orion wasn't laughing. He was concentrating so hard. It was funny. And I was like, okay. So yeah, he's been having, fun, and it's good that I can get, he gets a break like that between school, but he still does schoolwork, but it's good that he gets that break because I can tell, especially during the school days, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, he really, really has a hard time. And I mean, it's not the instruction. Don't get me wrong. I know, I've heard different views on the whole virtual learning thing. Um, and, some parents don't feel that their kids are getting the education that they need. And I'm going to be honest, I would rather have him home, especially now. I mean, it's just getting worse. At least that's what I've been seeing. And to be honest, I am considered kind of high risk, even though, I really have not gone and got checked out just because of my family history. And I would rather have him home. So it's kind of like, you know, but yes, do I want him to go to school? Of course I do. Of course I want him to go to school. There are days he freaking just frazzles my nerves. And oh yes. Oh yes, I want him to go to school. It would be so nice. And my light is like dim. There we go. I would love, but at this rate, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to go and, I'm just going to let it go and just go with it. And that's what I told him. So it's kind of, but no, I'm not saying anything against, any parents, decision, whatever. I just, I don't know. I think he's just having a really, really hard time with some of the stuff that he's being taught. He just doesn't understand some of it. And, then when he comes to me for me to help, I don't understand some of it because the way that I was taught when I was younger is not the way they're being taught. They're being taught all backwards. And, and it makes it hard because when I go to try to help him with a problem and I try to solve it the way that I know how, and then when he turns it in, yes, the answer's right, but the way that he needs to show his work is not the way that we've shown it. If that makes any sense. It's confusing. So he's having, he's really confused. And I think part of it's because of the way that, I show him how I do math problems or whatever. So I'm trying really, really hard to not do that. I'm trying to go by what they're teaching him. Does it always work? No. Because then I confuse myself. So it's been interesting, believe me, because I have needed my coffee. My throat was starting to be a little dry. So it's been fun, and that's why when it comes to the weekend, I always try to have make sure that the time is spent with him or he's doing something that's fun, because I don't want him to constantly be thinking about school 24/7. It's crazy. So he's now he of course, he doesn't always want to go to school, but that's just the thing. Now, Wednesday, I gave him a break. I didn't make him to, stay home and do any work that, he needed to do first thing in the morning. And because we went to Walmart and I had to get some stuff for the house. Got a whole new shower curtain, different color for the bathroom, and intended to go get a roller, a paint roller. Well, I forgot. I'm not a happy camper. I totally forgot. And I was like, are you like really serious right now? And I remembered it when I got home. I was like, okay, whatever. This is not funny anymore. So I think what I'm going to end up having to do is just, because the bathroom is small. I mean, granted, it's not like this big, huge bathroom. But because it's small, I think I'm just going to take the paintbrush this weekend and just paint it. I mean, that's all I can do. It's, it's whatever. So I got that, and it was funny because I did not know. Now, this was interesting. I did not know, because when I was looking for the shower curtain, I was looking for dark blue or blue. Okay? Okay, no individual solid color blue shower curtains. Okay, whatever. Yes, whatever. I don't care. As long as it's got blue in it, I didn't care. Well, I was, getting all the stuff I needed. I was going to get the rugs. I was going to get the shower curtain and liner and, so forth. Well, Miranda, because all the kids went with me as usual. And Miranda was standing there. She said, Mom. I said, what? And she said, look. Now, what I would have paid for the rugs and the shower curtain and liner and what else was it? I can't remember. It would have been like probably the same amount that what I paid. Now it came in like this little square. It was like this size of my light pad, and it had the bath mat in it. It had the shower curtain and liner. It had the hooks that go on the shower bar. So altogether that was like $20. And I was like, cool. Now, other thing I forgot was the trash can. So I have that down to go back and get next time, because we need a trash can for the bathroom. So got that, just, normal stuff that we needed, like cleaning stuff and stuff like that. And, I think that's all we got. Is that all we got at Walmart? Oh my gosh. I can't remember everything I got. But I think that was mainly everything we got. And, so, I had to go to Five Below, because we needed chargers, and I'd rather get chargers at Five Below than Walmart or whatever. Now, as we were leaving Walmart, okay, this is kind of, it's not a funny story, but this is one of the exciting things that happened actually the only exciting thing that happened this weekend or this week. So anyway, we were leaving Walmart, and we were walking out of the door, and as you know, they have that big major like crosswalk thing where the cars have to stop when they see people walking out, walking across the street. So me, the kids, and Miranda were all walking, we were walking out, and there weren't any cars, which it really didn't matter anyway, just because they would have ended up having to stop anyway. Well, this one car didn't. And all of a sudden, I heard I had, I saw the car and I was like, okay, I'm, going to kind of slow down because I don't know if this person's going to stop. Well, she didn't stop. But all of a sudden I heard, Miranda turns around and looks at me. She said, Mom, are you fucking serious? And I said, what? And I knew what she was talking about. This car almost hit my daughter. Came really close. She didn't stop. She looked right at my daughter. Didn't even stop. Didn't slow down. Nothing. I was like, okay. And all I could do was say really at the same time. Well, as you can imagine, Miranda was upset. Which I can't say I blame her. So I get in the car and my best friend Becky looks at me. She's like, did Miranda almost get hit? And I was like, yes. I said, people don't know how to stop. People don't know how to basically yield, especially in that section, because in that section it tells you it is a crosswalk. Stop. Well, they didn't. And yes, I was mad, but I mean, there really wasn't anything I could do about it because the woman didn't even pull into the Walmart parking lot. She kept right on going. So obviously she was going over to Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby or somewhere because she didn't pull into the Walmart parking lot. So I was like, okay, really? Seriously? So, after we did that, Miranda calmed down and I ran into Michael's really quick because I was looking for something that I needed for my Happy Planner. And they didn't have them. Now, mind you, I must really be behind because I didn't even know, okay, that there was a clearance. Now, I don't know if our Michael's is closing here. I have not seen anything, but that, again, that doesn't mean anything. So I've gone in there to look for some winter stickers for my planner and also some note paper that I needed. And, well, walk in there and I'm looking. I usually go to the clearance section anyway because, sometimes you can find really, good deals and so forth. So, didn't see it there. And I thought, okay, well, I'll just go look on the shelf. Let me tell you something. That place was bare as all get go. There wasn't anything there, hardly. I mean, there was stuff there. I mean, they even had the new Disney planner, Happy Planner there. Now, I like Disney just like the next person, but I just didn't have the money to get the planner. And, excuse me. Sorry. So, anyway, which I probably will, try to get it next time. But anyway, so I was like, you're serious, right? So I'm sitting there searching away, looking for what I needed, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, I don't believe this. This is crazy. There weren't any winter stickers at all whatsoever. I mean, it was like there wasn't anything hanging up on the wall. There wasn't anything on the shelf. I was like, oh my gosh. Really? I was told, I did not even know there was a sale. I didn't even know that half the stuff was on clearance. I was like, holy crap. And, and I told the cashier, I was like, I must be way, way behind on news and stuff. And she's like, why? And I said, because I didn't know that there was a big, huge clearance thing on Happy Planner. She's like, she just looks at me. She says, yeah. I was like, nobody told me this. I said, I didn't even know. And I said, goes to show how much I may pay attention. Because I really, truly didn't know. And usually I try to get most of my stuff from either the Happy Planner site or, Michael's Online, which I didn't think to look up Michael's Online before I went into Michael's. I probably should have, but I didn't. And I felt like a real complete total idiot. But So, yeah, I was like, this is just ridiculously stupid because I felt really, really dumb. I was like, okay, whatever. I give up. So I just said, okay. So, um, and then we went to, then I went and got the chargers at Five Below and got some whatever they're called, AirPods, but they're, I guess, Five Below, um, an off-brand, and I've been really excited about using them, so I used them. Well, it must have been a one-off because um, when I went to use them and try, and of course, Skylar had Netflix on, and he was watching something, and I was listening to a book, and I said, I'm going to use these instead of trying to fight my headphone cord. Well, all of a sudden, I happened to look up, and Netflix was being stupid. And I thought, are you serious? So I read the directions. Okay. It said not to use them with the um, around, Wi-Fi or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's, or maybe I misread it. I don't know. So I thought, what's the point? So I left him alone. I thought, well, maybe it's just a one-off. Maybe, it was just something that just one-time thing. It was, because I let him charge. The next day, I tried him again and had no problem. So got those and got Miranda a charger, and I every time. Now, you would think, okay, my kids are old enough, and except for Sky, but you would think, okay, my kids are old enough that they don't need me to, they don't have to sit there and say, I want, I want, I want. Wrong. Now, I warned Justin beforehand. Don't ask me for anything. Well, and what I meant was, don't ask me for a $60 Xbox game. Just not happening. Not gonna happen. So, I'm standing in the line, and I still had to go to the grocery store. And he turns around and he looks at me and says, Mom, yes, can I get an Arizona tea? Or whatever, fruit punch or whatever it was. Now, mind you, it was $1. Okay, no big deal. It was just the point. I was so flippin' irritated with him that, even after I told him to not ask, he still asked. And of course, I said what I needed to say, and I kind of, went a little off on him and so forth. Finally, I said, you know what? Just get the stupid thing. And he just looks at me, and he's like, you're mad. Okay, yes, I'm mad. I'm irritated. I'm frustrated. And I said, you guys don't get it. And of course, he just looks at me like, well, just never mind. And I told you, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe this is my fault. I don't know. And I told him, I said, every time, every month, I said, I'm done. I said, granted, he's been trying to find a job. He's having a hard time. And I think part of it is because of the pandemic, but, whatever. And it's just so annoying. It really is. And I mean, I love my child. I love all my children. But he just, I think he does it just to push my buttons. Or he thinks I'm going to give in. Yes, I gave in for $1 drink. But now I did notice that when we were at Walmart, he was looking at certain stuff, and I told him, "Don't even." And the look I gave him, he didn't even ask. But yeah, he can be annoying. I'm gonna put it to he believe me. And then while we were at Michael's, okay, now I know I'm skipping back and forth. Okay, I went to Michael's specifically for the stickers and for floss. Wouldn't you know, I get all the way home and I forget the 2 things of floss I need. And I didn't realize it until I got home. I was sitting there and I'm thinking, um, I was taking, putting stuff away. And I thought, are you serious? How did I do that? And Miranda looks at me, what? I said, I forgot the stupid floss. And she looks at me, she says, what floss? And I said, the floss I needed for my cross stitch project. And she just started laughing. She said, Mom. I was like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that I forgot forgot them. I mean, it was only 2 colors, but it was just the point that I forgot them. Yeah, it was. So now I have to wait, but that's okay. I'm not like stressing about it, and because I was not going to stress about it. I mean, I could still work with what I've got, but I just wanted to have it in case I ran out. But but yeah, she was laughing at me. She's like, Mom. I was like, I'm sorry. I don't know why I forgot. Truthfully, I really don't. Uh, and I'm really thinking, okay, I really think I need to have little dude's eyes checked. I really do. Um, he's been having some problems. And I don't know if it's, what the deal is, but he's been getting, all last week, off and on, he's been getting headaches. And he's never complained about his eyes before. And he didn't say anything about him, when he was complaining about his headache. So I don't know if, it was just a headache. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to go and get his eyes checked. Just in case. Because he's been getting, between him and Justin. And unfortunately, Justin can't get his eyes checked yet until September. But I think I'm going to have to call and have little dude's eyes checked because he's been having, some issues. And I noticed last week, especially Friday, because he started feeling bad on Friday. And he was complaining of his head. He didn't feel good Monday. He complained of his head hurting then. Friday was the same thing. And so I think I'm going to call our eye doctor and get him in, because this poor child, I mean, he's not complaining today, so that's the good thing. It's just I think I'm gonna have to have his eyes checked, because poor child, he's just not a happy camper at all whatsoever. And I can tell when he doesn't feel good. And it really sucks when he doesn't feel good, because he's not a really, really nice person. So then now I do have a funny story. Okay, we bought a battery charger from Dollar General for AA batteries that that the boys use in their controllers. Well, now I remember seeing the battery charger in on my desk in my room. So Saturday or Friday, just Skylar comes out and he says, "Mom, my batteries need to be charged." Okay. Now, mind you, Miranda left on Thursday to go spend time with her friend, and which is my best friend's daughter, and so she she does our laundry too, because our washing machines, they're taking those out, and we're not sure if we're getting washing machines anymore. So anyway, I didn't think anything of it. So he comes out after, she left and everything, and he says, "Mom, I need the battery charger." And I said, "Well, it was in my room." Couldn't figure out where it was. So, we couldn't find it. We searched this whole apartment. So Saturday, Miranda's boyfriend was here, and he couldn't find it. And I was like, okay. We tore this apartment apart. I'm serious. We looked. I thought, really? This isn't even funny. So, and I didn't even think that it could possibly be at the bottom of our laundry basket. And sure enough, that's where it was. Yesterday I was folding the laundry, putting it all away, and I got to the very bottom of the laundry basket, and sure enough, sitting right there was a battery charger. And I was like, "Are you serious?" And I called Skylar and I said, "Look what I found." He's like, "Where was it?" And I said, "It was in the laundry basket." "So was it Miss Becky's?" I said, "Yes." So yeah, it was funny, that whole thing, because if you had seen me and both boys searching this apartment with Miranda's boyfriend, it was funny, because we were searching, we were all over the place. So it's been a weekend. It has been a weekend. Not a bad weekend. It's just been a weekend. Now, yesterday, I had a couple of things that we been having some issues. I've been, especially with little dude. Little dude is getting kind of, he's testing his boundaries, let's put it that way. I guess that's what I want to call it. He's testing, how far he can go before he gets mommy a little irritated. And then when he gets in trouble, he pouts. Especially when he doesn't get his way. So we've had an issue yesterday that I needed to take care of. And I had my live all scheduled out and everything. And, well, I knew I wasn't going to get to do it because he was pouting. And he was, not letting up off on that subject. And I looked at him and I said, "We're not doing this." And he just, I know what it is. He's 10 and now he's getting to this point where he's getting ready to turn into a teenager. So it's I can see it's going to be interesting, but we will see. I hope it's not, pretty bad, but we'll see. Because I've had I've had, you know, there's been a couple of my children that have given me a lot of grief in their teenage years. But would I go back and change it? No, I wouldn't. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing. It's part of being a mom. So that's it, guys. Oh, I promised you all I was going to do this as a separate video, but I promised you all that I would show you guys show you guys something. Now, as you guys know, I am an Avon Rep. My Avon my website, my e-store is down below in the description box. Now, I wanted to show you guys what I got. And these are just some of the things that you can get through Avon. Now, I this time just got stuff that I needed for makeup and so forth. This is the eyeshadow quad, and this you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see. Here we go. Let me turn off my thing. There we go. This is, whoops, don't need to see the mirror. Now what is it called? Whoops. It is, these are steel blues. As you can see, they even numbered them. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is very helpful because it will tell you which one to put on first and then go from there. Does that make any sense? Now, I've never, gone to that extreme, but lately, I have been. So it kind of just tells you what, and it comes in a little cute little thing. Of course, you get the mirror, and there's even an applicator. Now, I don't use the applicators. I use a eyeshadow brush that you can get also. This, I'm not too sure about. I haven't tried this yet. This is, and I'll show you. This is blush. Now, it tells you to just rub it on your face, and then take your finger and basically, blend it or whatever. I haven't tried this. They don't have eyeshadow or blush in the container like this, like they used to. I don't know what the purpose. I guess maybe they're changing it, and I'm gonna try this. We'll see. The next thing, now I've always used liquid eye remover. Always have. Always, that's what I was raised with. This is different. I've used trial versions of this, and I always liked it, and I could never find them. I've looked. Don't ask me. The kind that I wanted to use or wanted to try or wanted to buy, I could never find. This is Avon makeup remover wipes, and they're just like wipes. They're wipes basically, and you just pull one out, you take it out and rub it all over your face, and it takes all the makeup off. Now, I will tell you this much. I had to use it because I used it to wipe off everything off of here, and then I took another one and just, did a quick, whatever on my face and made sure I got all the excess off if there was an extra that got left on my face. You can find these on my site. I don't remember how much these are, but just go check it out. There's a lot of stuff that there was a sale. Now, I don't know if the sale is for this campaign. I can't remember. But anyway, my e-store is down below, and go check it out. There's a lot of things there. There's jewelry. There's also shampoo, hair products, shampoo, hairspray. There's even makeup. Of course, makeup. There's hand lotion and stuff like that. And they even have clothes. So again, yeah, please go check it out. That's it, guys. I'm done. So I hope everyone has a great day and a great week. As I said, the schedule, all videos will be back running the way they're supposed to next week. And until then, I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see you all next time.